Hello and welcome to another JW Fishing. Today you join me on Newton Park again. I'm in the same swim that I fished in the first time I was here. Just because on the other side of the lake there's a couple of people, so I'm a big believer, and if there's people fishing there, the bulk of the fish are probably going to be away from where people are fishing. So I've come on the other side of the lake to everyone else. It's looking good. As soon as I arrived in my swim there was a fish just bosh, so I've put some pellets out at the moment. I haven't set up yet, I'm going to set up in just a second. But today my approach is going to be left-hand rod in the margin, much like I did last time. Similar sort of rig, I'll show you that in a moment. And the right-hand rod I think I'm going to put on the surface. Hopefully, I'm going to chuck some biscuits out in a minute, some dog biscuits, and see if anything's cruising around on top. And that's going to be my approach. The time's now about 3 o'clock. It's only an afternoon session as I've got the evening off work, so I thought I'd come down and see if we can catch one. So fingers crossed we're going to get a carp today. Well, I think the ducks have knocked that one on the head, so I think I'm going to put my right hand rod on the bottom, again with the 15mm cc more boilie, just until a bit later if the ducks go away or the carp start feeding properly. So I think that's what I do. Right, so I thought I'd show you the rig that I'm going to be using today on the left hand margin rod. Much the same as what I usually use for most waters that I tackle, but it's on here we have 12-pound braid. It's sort of like a weed green sort of colour. On that I have a size 10 swivel, and on that is a anti-tangle sleeve, which I think is probably the most important bit of kit on this rig. Just allows that when you cast out you've got 100% confidence that there's no tangles and the hook doesn't end up round the lead or round the swivel. It's about 10 inches, I'd say, yeah, about 8-9 inches in length. On that I've got a size 10 quarter wide gape hook, which is probably my favourite sort of carp hook that I use for on the bottom. And then on that I have a micro rig swivel, which just makes it into a blowback rig, which is what I've showed you before, is that when a carp takes it and it goes to spill it back out, it automatically hooks himself, which is a great rig. And on the left hand rod I've got a 15mm boilie at the moment on the left hand rod, and then on the right hand rod I was going to go on the surface, but there's quite a few ducks, so I might even put on the same rig and the same boilie but about into mid water. So yeah, that's my rig. So we are, lovely little mirror carp then, about 4 or 5 pounds. That was on the cc more rod in the margin again. Lovely little fish. Pretty little scale pattern on him. Lovely. And there goes the swans. Cracking fish. £17 12 ounces, and again in the margin rod on the CC Moore live system 15mm. What a chunk. Beautiful fish. Gave up a great scrap as well, about 10 minutes. What a cracking fish. Right, so I've had those two fish within half an hour of each other, both on the CC Moore live system again, both on the left hand margin rod, same place as I was having them last time on the chickpea. So it must be obviously a good spot that the carp come back to time and time again to feed. I had them within about half an hour of each other, and the swans have been a pain in the neck really. They've been going in and out of my lines for the past hour, so I was quite happy to get those fish. I was quite lucky really. So I'm going to see how it goes now for the next hour, see if the swans still continue to go through the lines. If they do, then I might think about packing up, but at the moment it looks like a really nice evening, so fingers crossed we can have a few more fish. Right, so I just packed up then guys, both rods. Gonna head home now. It's about 7:30. We finished on the 2 carp, that's £17 12 ounce in the £4 big scaled mirror carp earlier on. I did just lose one about half an hour ago on the right hand rod, so I decided to pack that one up. That again was on CC Moore, took me into some brambles just down there on the right hand side in my margin. It unfortunately got off, but thank you very much for watching guys. Please like and subscribe. Until the next time.